Let's go over an update for Star Wars Episode 9. This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all are aware, a lot of things are happening right now with the Star Wars franchise. In fact, there's been a lot of reports, which by the way will be linked below in the description, that have all to do with the Kenobi movie. Go ahead and check that out. And we even learned of the brand new art director that is involved with JJ Abrams, the director of Episode 9. Now today we will be going over an update when it comes to a potential location for principal photography of the last film in the sequel trilogy, Star Wars Episode 9. You guys may be aware that we went over the Moray, Peru location, and now there was another location that location scouts were indeed spotted over at, and it's actually called Sacsayhuamán. Now this place is actually very interesting in design, the way it's laid out, the way the whole entire environment just looks. It reminds me of something around the lines of a Jedi temple. Now this is in or around an hour and 20 minutes out from that Moray location that we went over about a week and a half ago. And in case you guys want to learn a little bit more about this area, it's actually a citadel on the northern outskirts of the city of Cusco, Peru, the historic capital of the Inca Empire. Now sections were first built by the Quilchi culture about 1100. Now they had occupied the area since 900. The complex was expanded and added by the Inca from the 13th century. They built dry stone walls constructed of huge stones, as you can see here. So these dry stone walls, they really do have a real Jedi temple-esque look to them now, don't they? And if they are trying to look for locations for principal photography that look like this type of environment, I think that they could very well be exploring other Jedi temples in Star Wars Episode 9. It's quite possible. Maybe this is another section of the planet Ahch-To. Now, another possibility is that maybe Rey actually does travel back to the planet and explores more about Luke Skywalker's planet, where he actually visited the first Jedi temple. But it could be anything for all we know. It could be a completely new planet, a completely new and different Jedi temple that Rey found that actually does have some significance to it. But given that the first Jedi temple was so sacred and so important in The Last Jedi, this is most definitely a completely new planet, and maybe, just maybe, that it has something to do with a different type of Jedi temple. It could very well be around the lines of that. Now, when we're looking at all these locations that they have gone over in the past, Moray, Peru, Machu Picchu, and even locations over in Spain that we went over, it really does mimic that of what they did with Star Wars The Last Jedi. They actually headed over to Bolivia, which ended up being the planet Crate. They went over to Ireland, that ended up being Ahch-To. Some of the locations, though, sadly didn't make it to The Last Jedi, such as the caves of Mexico that they explored about 3 years ago, before The Last Jedi began principal photography. I would have really loved to see something like that in the Star Wars universe, so who knows, guys, maybe they'll do that in a future film. But as far as we know, those are the locations so far that they have scouted: Moray, Peru, Machu Picchu, Peru, this spot in Peru, and when it comes to Episode 9, they also seeked out spots over in Spain. So guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.